Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey Stephen here from the Pollensis Studios in Cambridge, Ontario. This video is specifically for Pollensis clients, just an update on the PNP programs which materialized in January of 2020. That's last month. This year, for some reason, right from the first month onwards, provinces are active in recruitment. We have seen several provinces increase their quotas for the year, and some provinces have doubled their quotas for this year 2020, which is a very good sign. Because of high demand for Canada, because it has been judged as the best country to live in, and also we have seen popular people like the British royalty taking residence in Canada. The demand for Canada PR is at an all-time high. And now this is reflected in the high CRS score. If you want to see some of the, testimonials of people who went through Pollensis through the Express Entry CRS pick, here's the link. Okay, now very high CRS score is required for selection in the Express Entry pool. Therefore, many of our clients have placed their trust in provinces and they are pursuing provinces, some being successful, and some of these testimonials which I have posted, the links which I have posted here reflect that. Okay, first we are going to talk about Manitoba, which was the first province to issue 186 letters of advice or nomination letters to apply under the expression of interest system in the expression of interest draws, which was held on January the 2nd, 2020. An unbelievable early pick for the year, right on the first business day. Okay. Among the total of 186 letters of advice to apply, 42 were issued to skilled workers overseas. 122 were issued to skilled workers inside Manitoba. That means those who are on work permits and spousal and stuff like that. And the remaining 22 was issued to international education stream for students who had studied in the province of Manitoba. Score of the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker overseas program was 708, and score for the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker in Manitoba was 534. And please keep in mind that this was under the Manitoba scoring system. This has nothing to do with the other scoring systems like Express Entry, etc. Manitoba also had a second pick in January. In Manitoba issued 249 letters of advice to apply under the expression of interest system in the expression of interest draws held on January the 17th, 2020. Okay, among the total of 248 letters of advice to apply was issued, 34 were sent to skilled worker overseas applicants, 192 were sent to skilled worker in Manitoba applicants, and the remaining 23 to international education stream. Score of the lowest ranked candidate to apply under skilled worker overseas was 708, and score for the lowest ranked candidate to apply under the skilled worker Manitoba in Manitoba stream was 545. Keep in mind that these scores are not the CRS scores, but these scores are the Manitoba scoring system. It is different. It is slightly different than the CRS score. Manitoba had two separate picks right in January, the first month of the year, and it is a very positive sign of things to come. Okay. The second province which again picked in January was Saskatchewan. Here is a link of some of our clients who had come into one of our offices to pick up their visas under the Saskatchewan program. Okay, so Saskatchewan This is the link of some of the people who got through Saskatchewan provinces. Many clients don't give us these testimonials, but some of them do, and we have it here on the screen. Okay, now we are going to talk about the Saskatchewan program. On January 9th, Saskatchewan issued 308 express entry and occupation and demand candidates to apply for the provincial nomination. So they just provided the notice. They issued 142 invitations to apply under the express entry category. And the score of the lowest ranked candidate was 69 according to the Saskatchewan scoring system. They also issued 166 invitations to apply under the occupation in demand category, and the score of the lowest ranked candidate were 69 under the Saskatchewan points grid. They issued invitations to candidates who belong to one of the 82 in-demand occupations. The list of occupations in demand can be gotten from your Collins's document specialist. On January the 13th, Saskatchewan invited 234 express entry and occupations in demand candidates to apply for its provincial nomination. They issued 125 invitations to apply under express entry category, and the score of the lowest ranked candidate were 69. They issued 109 invitations to apply under the occupation in demand category, and the score of the lowest ranked candidate there also was 69, but under the Saskatchewan points grid. This is very different than the CRS score. They issued invitations to candidates who belong to one of the 65 occupations in demands occupations. Saskatchewan also had 2 separate picks right in January, the very first month of this year, and it looks very positive again for all of us, so that we hope these keep coming every other month or every month. Okay, next we are going to talk about Alberta. The province of Alberta issued 150 nominations of interest, they call that NOIs, on January the 9th to select express entry candidates with CRS scores as low as 350. These notifications did not require a job offer. Again, very encouraging to see that. They normally look at candidates considering them with various factors. Not everybody can get picked, because the numbers they pick is very limited. So keep your eyes open. Very encouraging Alberta pick. Right at the start of the year, we had an opening for Alberta, which is very good. The next province is the largest province in terms of quotas for Canada. That's Ontario. Ontario has the largest number of quotas, and this year they have doubled the quotas. Okay, and here are some of our candidates. The link, if you follow, some of our testimonials of our candidates who went under the Ontario PNP previously. Okay, now we'll talk about the Ontario PNP. 242 express entry candidates were issued a notification of interest on January the 9th draw. Okay, these candidates had CRS scores ranging from 433 to 472, and they had a CLB of 7 or more in French. Okay, so this was a French pick. Ontario has conducted a tech draw, okay, on January the 15th, inviting 954 express entry candidates. It's a big score, big number, because they have a lot of quotas, Ontario. They invited 954 express entry candidates between the scores of 460 to 472. Okay, they should have experience in one of the following 6 occupations. Okay, so they picked software engineers and designers. NOC code is 2173. They picked computer programmers or interactive media developers. The NOC code is 2174. They picked computer engineers, NOC code 2147, and they picked web designers and developers, NOC code 2175. They also picked database analysts and data administrators, NOC 2172. They also picked computer and information systems manager, NOC code 0213. Ontario has doubled its quotas for 2020, and we can see more coming from Ontario. The tech draw is very, very encouraging, as we have seen limited tech draws over the past 3 years. They were very limited. Previous years, we had not seen much activity in January. However, this year seems to be a lot different, and many provinces are very active right from January. It's a very good sign. Okay, the last province we are going to talk about is PEI, Prince Edward Island, the smallest province in Canada. On January the 16th, PEI issued a total of 123 invitations to candidates in the Express Entry pool, Labor Impact and the Business Impact categories. In order to be considered for a nomination, Express Entry candidates must submit a separate expression of interest to the PEI PNP program. Okay, so that was also a good gesture on the province right in January. Now, just a footnote, Quebec, we have so many clients who have gone through provinces through the Quebec nomination in the past. Okay, and here's the link if you want to watch some of them. Some of them give us testimonials, and we have posted it here. However, currently options for Quebec has gone down, and we don't anticipate any changes in the near future. So those of you who have your eyes on Quebec, unless you really have a very powerful, strong knowledge of French, we are not going to be in a position to pursue opportunities in Quebec. Also, I have to make two announcements. One, all Polinsys clients who obtain their Canadian PR, we have a new program where they can work in Canada when they come to Canada at $22 an hour, part-time, off-duty hours, and you can work for 6 hours a week, part-time, if you want to. This will cover 4 weeks, and you can earn an attractive Canadian experience certificate and also a good Canadian employment reference letter. Okay, and you will be paid $22 an hour, and you will have all the tax receipts and all those things. Okay, so the second point I'd like to state, those of you seeking employment in Canada through the Hello Canada program can see better service standards because we have added an additional two full-time staff for that program in one of our Canadian offices. Polinsys, through its authorized representatives, are authorized by the Canadian government and the regulator to represent applications of foreign nationals for a fee without guarantees. Please use Polinsys only if you want to approach Canada migration through legitimate ways without violating any laws and with clean documents. From all of us here at the Polinsys Studios in Cambridge, Ontario, have a wonderful month ahead. Thank you.